Toyota just revealed the completely redesigned 2026 RAV4, and it's bringing some genuinely surprising changes that are going to force buyers to rethink everything they thought they knew about this best-selling SUV. If you've been considering a RAV4 or you're shopping for a compact SUV, you need to understand what's actually changing with this new generation before you make any decisions. While some updates are fixing problems that should have been addressed years ago, others are actually going to push traditional RAV4 buyers toward the competition. We're going to start with the positives, with all those improvements making the new RAV4 more competitive. Number 5. Modern and upscale interior. There's nothing worse than spending $30,000 or $40,000 on a new SUV only to climb inside and feel like you're sitting in something from 2015. That's been the RAV4's biggest problem for years, as the cabin just felt cheap and dated. Hard plastics everywhere, a dashboard that looked like an afterthought, and materials that made you wonder if Toyota was even trying. But the 2026 model is finally fixing this weakness. The redesigned cabin is going to greet you with soft touch surfaces where your hands actually rest, a dashboard layout that looks like it belongs in this decade, and quality that finally justifies the price. The infotainment screen is larger and actually integrated into the design, while the materials throughout are reaching a standard that's going to make you feel like you're getting your money's worth. The 2026 RAV4 is bringing the interior quality up to where it should have been all along. Of course, a nice cabin doesn't mean much if the powertrain can't deliver, which is exactly where Toyota made its boldest move. Number 4. Excellent hybrid powertrain options. Nobody enjoys watching their fuel gauge drop while sitting in traffic or spending $100 every time they pull into a gas station. That daily frustration of fuel costs eating into your budget is only getting worse. And for most buyers, fuel efficiency isn't just a bonus anymore. It's a necessity that directly impacts monthly expenses. That's why the 2026 RAV4's shift to an all-hybrid lineup is actually brilliant. Gas models are gone completely, and every single RAV4 is now a hybrid, or plug-in hybrid. But this change is bringing real benefits that are going to save buyers serious money. The standard hybrid is getting updated with more power and better efficiency, delivering strong performance while returning fuel economy that's going to slash gas station visits in half. The plug-in hybrid takes this further. Imagine doing your entire daily commute on electric power alone, never burning gas for your work week, but still having that engine there for weekend road trips. Therefore, what Toyota is offering is freedom from constantly worrying about fuel costs, combined with the performance you need. Now, impressive efficiency is great, but it doesn't help if people don't want to look at your SUV. Number 3. Bolder look. Walking through a parking lot full of bland SUVs that all look the same gets old fast. You want a vehicle that actually turns heads without trying too hard. The outgoing RAV4 was already more distinctive than most competitors, but it still blended into the background. That's changing with the 2026 model's bolder design. The front fascia is getting completely redesigned with a more aggressive grille and sharper lighting that give it genuine road presence, while the body lines are becoming more defined and muscular. The rear end is getting similar treatment with redesigned tail lights that make the RAV4 look planted and purposeful. For buyers who want their compact SUV to have personality instead of just blending into traffic, the 2026 RAV4 is finally going to deliver. But if you think the styling is impressive, wait until you hear about the performance variant. Number 2. GR Sport. Here's the frustrating reality of most compact SUVs. They're practical and efficient, but about as exciting to drive as a dishwasher. Every commute feels the same. Every corner reminds you that you're driving an appliance. That's exactly why the GR Sport variant is such a big deal. This isn't just an appearance package. Toyota's Gazoo Racing division is actually tuning the suspension, chassis, and steering. The plug-in hybrid powertrain is already the most powerful option, but the GR Sport is adding firmer dampers, revised spring rates, and chassis reinforcements that transform how the vehicle responds in corners. The steering is getting recalibrated for actual feedback. Therefore, what buyers are getting is a RAV4 that can put a smile on your face, not just get you there efficiently. For enthusiasts who've been forced to choose boring compact SUVs, the GR Sport offers practicality without sacrificing driving joy. Performance is fantastic, but none of that matters if you can't keep your family safe. Number 1. Safety. Nothing keeps you up at night quite like worrying about your family's safety on the road, especially in heavy traffic or dealing with distracted drivers. Every parent has had that moment of fear when someone drifts into your lane and you realize how quickly things could go wrong. That's where the 2026 RAV4's Safety Sense 4.0 system becomes a genuine lifesaver. And it's the first Toyota model to get this advanced technology. This isn't just an incremental update. It's a complete overhaul with enhanced sensor technology that's going to catch dangers you might miss. The pre-collision system is getting significant significantly smarter at detecting pedestrians and cyclists, even in challenging conditions. The adaptive cruise control is more refined in handling stop-and-go traffic, while lane-keeping assist is sophisticated enough to feel helpful instead of intrusive. Beyond the technical specifications, this represents real peace of mind, knowing your vehicle has multiple layers of protection. Therefore, for buyers who make protecting loved ones the top priority, the 2026 RAV4 offers cutting-edge systems that are standard across the entire lineup. So those are the improvements, but no vehicle is perfect, and there are areas where the new generation is going to disappoint buyers. Number 3. Rivals are more refined. There's a big difference between a vehicle that gets the job done and one that makes every drive feel special. You notice it in the details, how quietly the cabin isolates you from road noise, how smoothly the suspension absorbs bumps, how premium the materials feel. That's where the 2026 RAV4 still falls behind rivals. Take the Honda CR-V, slide into that cabin, and you immediately notice how serene everything feels, like you spent $5,000 more. The Volkswagen Tiguan follows a similar path with European engineering that delivers polish that makes the experience feel sophisticated. The ride quality is comfortable but not as isolated as what the CR-V delivers, and the sound insulation still isn't keeping highway wind noise out as effectively. Therefore, buyers who prioritize daily luxury are going to find better options elsewhere. Refinement is one issue, but there's a bigger problem if you want to take your SUV off the beaten path. Number 2. Very limited off-road capability. Remember when owning an SUV actually meant you could handle rough terrain? That confidence of knowing you could leave the pavement is becoming rarer, and unfortunately the RAV4 has been moving away from this philosophy for years. The 2026 model is making this worse. Because every RAV4 is now a hybrid, there's no longer a version with a proper mechanical all-wheel drive system using locking differentials. Instead, you're getting an electric motor on the rear axle that provides traction by spinning the rear wheels when sensors detect slipping. That works fine for snow, but it's fundamentally not the same as a genuine off-road system. Approach and departure angles are limited, ground clearance is modest, and the traction aids are designed for on-road safety rather than trail capability. But Toyota is betting that most buyers don't care because the vast majority never take their vehicles anywhere challenging. However, for enthusiasts who remember when the RAV4 could handle adventure, the new generation feels like a step backward. Limited off-road ability is frustrating, but the biggest deal breaker is what you're actually paying. Number 1. Pricing. Here's the uncomfortable truth when you're at the dealership looking at the numbers. That moment when you realize you're spending significantly more money than planned, and you start questioning whether the vehicle is giving you the best value. That's the question buyers face with the 2026 RAV4. The days when this SUV represented unbeatable value are gone, and the new model is positioning itself among the more expensive mainstream options. But competitors are offering more for similar or less money. A Honda CR-V delivers a more refined experience at a competitive price. A Mazda CX-50 provides better driving dynamics without charging a premium. The Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage are loaded with features while undercutting the RAV4 by thousands. Therefore, for budget-conscious shoppers, the 2026 RAV4 might not be the obvious choice. So, where does this leave the 2026 RAV4? The redesign addresses real weaknesses. The cabin finally feels modern, the all-hybrid powertrain saves money at the pump, the bolder styling gives it personality. The GR Sport offers driving dynamics the RAV4 never had, and Safety Sense 4.0 is genuinely industry-leading. But Toyota is asking buyers to accept significant compromises: lack of refinement compared to rivals, loss of genuine off-road capability, and pricing that no longer represents unbeatable value. For buyers who prioritize Toyota's legendary reliability and strong resale value, the 2026 RAV4 is still a smart choice. But for those who want the most refined driving experience, best value, or genuine adventure capability, the competition offers compelling alternatives. But it's not like the RAV4 is the only model in the class that, besides strong points, also comes with compromises. The Mazda CX-5 is an excellent example, and if you think its blend of mainstream price and premium design features is flawless, make sure to check out our video about the problems with the CX-5 you must know. Yes, it's elegant and refined, but it comes with several drawbacks as well.